I'm gonna say it for the first time in my life properly. Nick.
Former President Trump and President Joe Biden presenting two very different visions for the future of our country.
But a peach cannot defeat Tai Lung.
Maybe it can, if you are willing to guide it, to nurture it, to believe in it. You finally became the panda you were always meant to be.
But how'd you know I could?
On the first day we met, I saw the future of Kung Fu. And the past. I saw the panda who could unite them both. That is why I chose you, Po. Both sides of the yin and yang. And my true successor.
A few days ago, I bought a pair of pants for my cousin's wedding. And my mom and dad told me that my pants were a bit too loose for me. So they told me to go and replace it. And they were just a bit mad, just a tad bit mad than usual, because I had to go down there to the mall and replace my pants, which could have taken me anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. So there I was. While I was walking to the mall, I was thinking about a lot of things, about how I was going to text someone or message someone on the way there so that I won't be as sad or as bored as I usually am when things happen. While I was in this trance and this train of thought, a motorcycle rider just came up to me and said, "Hey, wanna join me?" And I was perplexed, like, "Oh, interesting." Said he was gonna hitch me a ride to the mall. Okay then. He's a motorcycle driver, not a car driver. So why not? When that happened, I went up to him and I just hitched a ride. I just went on the back, and where was I going to put my hands, my arms? So I just placed it on my lap and then just rode off. So while I was there, I thought to myself, it was some sort of a message or a miracle that came from God. Like, hey son, like, how are you? And something cool to think about. And that made me realize something. Isn't the world a bit too rough these days? Isn't the world too full of pessimism, but too full of negativity, of wars, of hate, of conflict, of controversy, of anger, of doubt? Shouldn't we be more human? Shouldn't we be more in touch with our emotions? Shouldn't we feel more and empathize with our fellow brothers and sisters? Why all this hate? Why all this strife, this suffering? I guess people do need to look at themselves in the mirror and say, be the man, be the woman you wish to be. Be the change you seek. Be the person that somebody will call a blessing. Be a role model. Be someone, Even with your neighbors or your community, just feel for them. Understand that there's no such thing as who's on top of one another, who is better. There's no superiority needed for it, right? It's all just a made-up construct in our heads. Aren't we supposed to be helping each other? Not dragging each other down like crabs in a bucket? In our country, there is a term called crab mentality. It basically signifies our thinking as a people to think of what people may say of us in a negative light, and because of that, drag other people down to the same level as us. Aren't we supposed to be more understanding, to help each other up, to raise each other up in times of need? But no. Instead, we go and say, you're supposed to be down here with me. I'm supposed to be above you. Bro, that person may have worked harder than you, but it doesn't mean that he or she is better than you. It just means that you have to step up yourself. It is time for you to take the motivation and turn it into fuel for your next journey, So go out there and say to someone, hey, how's your day? And stop with the preconceived notions of guilt, of grief, of what he or she will say, or how he or she may gossip to others. No, it's never their first option. It should also never be your first option. So stay kind, stay positive, and I don't take this lightly. I too need to improve. I too need to be nice, to be kind. Because being strong means being kind. To use your strength for the betterment of others. And that also means for the betterment of yourself. With all that said, thank you for watching.